The best teams to ever be relegated. Here we go, guys. Number one, Blackburn Rovers from 1998 to 1999 season. 4 years on from prizing the Premier League title of Manchester United's hands. Blackburn finished 19th and dropped into Division 1. That is crazy. They were close to becoming Premier League champions, and then they got relegated a couple years later. That's crazy. Second one, Atletico Madrid, 1999 to 2000. 24 league goals from Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank weren't enough to save Atletico Madrid from joining Real Betis and Sevilla and dropping to the Segunda Division. That's crazy. Not just them, Real Betis and Sevilla. I mean, if you know, those are pretty historic, great teams in Spain. Um, yeah, West Ham, 2002, 2003. A squad featuring Michael Carrick, Joe Cole, Jermaine Defoe, and Paolo Di Canio cruelly set a new point record for relegation, 42 points. Damn, that is crazy. That is crazy, bro. 42 points at that point before, or I mean, back then, it should have been enough to save you, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, next one, River Plate, 2010 to 2011. I remember this. I remember hearing about this. I was very young. I was like 6, 7. Anyways, um, yeah. So they needing to win the relegation playoff by 2 goals. River Plate drew 1-1 and were relegated for the first time in 110 years. 110 years. I think the only like Argentinian team that hasn't been relegated is Boca Juniors. I might be wrong. Might be wrong. But I think that's crazy though. That is wild. Leeds 2003 2004, after 5 consecutive years of European football, including a Champions League semi-final, Leeds' excessive spending backfired brutally. Damn. Dude, that's crazy though. Making it to a semi-finals in the Champions League is a phenomenal thing though. Hard thing for anyone, bro. I didn't know that about Leeds, bro. Damn. Leicester City 2022 2023, after missing out of Champions League football a point by a point 2 years prior, Madison, Tillman, Barty and co went down with just 34 points. Damn, bro. Not gonna lie, I was kind of saddened when they fell, or they got relegated because of Barty. I mean, he was a phenomenal player, and yeah, I don't know. I always like Barty. Villarreal 2011 to 2012, after finishing fourth, powered by Neymar and Giuseppe Rosoli. Major injuries to their two main strikers sent the Yellow Submarine spiraling to the Segunda. Damn. So they just couldn't have anybody to like score. Maybe that's why they got relegated. Who knows? But still, props to them for yeah. I mean, that's crazy though. Another one, Fiorentina, 1992 to 1993. Gabriel Batista, Dunga, Stefan Effenberg, Brian Laudrup, and a fantastic kick weren't enough to save La Viola. Damn, that is crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. The 7 Up jersey kind of was fire. I know they had a controversial jersey too that was banned because it had like a logo that was known to be like the famous Australian painter guys. I don't know if they made that on purpose or it was just an accident, but still, it was bad. If you know, you know. Another one, Schalke 2022 to 2023, Bundesliga's runner-up just 2 seasons earlier. Schalke were relegated despite boosting club legend Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. I said that probably wrong, but yeah. Yeah, for me, the River Plate, I felt like that one um, was probably the one I remember hearing about. Also, the Leicester City one, just because of Vardy and because it was a couple years ago, to be honest. This one, not so much because I don't really pay attention to Bundesliga like that, uh, compared to the Premier League. But I do like the Bundesliga. So yeah, damn, this is a pretty long video, 5 minutes almost. You better like, guys. You better like, comment, subscribe, you buds.